oneself and others, right? And we're going to be dealing with a topic called the toxic effects of the you language in our relationships. The toxic effect, the toxic, like chemical toxic even, right? That's very, very unhealthy to use in the department in the area of relationships and communication with others, right? And even with ourselves, because we can have toxic communication even being by ourselves, talking with ourselves, spending time just with ourselves, right? And so we're going to be addressing a topic called the you language, right? So strap your seatbelts in and let's take a ride, all right? It says, in our daily lives, and definitely in the relationships with our mates, most people are not aware of the damage we cause by always using the you language. The you language in most areas in our relationship with people, and especially with our partner, is the way we end up belittling someone we love, even when we claim to be helping them to get better. Once again, it's hard to see the picture when you're still inside the frame. So here is some examples of the you language, right? You follow? You following me? Okay, it says number one. Says, you need to shut up, right? You ever heard that, right? In talking with your partner and stuff like that, you need to shut up. You need to shut up. You need to shut up. No, you. I say you need. Don't. Right? And it's the beginning of trouble. It's the beginning of trouble because it shows a lack of respect when we're talking to our significant other, friend, or new partner, or old partner. Right? Number two says, you need to clean this house up. You need to clean this house up. There are always better ways to ask someone, sweetheart, do you mind helping me a little bit over here? I'm going to get started on cleaning up. If you'd like to join in, I would appreciate it, or can you please get that over there instead of saying you. You is so heavy and so harsh. People really, really don't grab that appropriately. It's hard to. All right, number three. You're stupid. You are stupid is what we say. You are stupid, right? And again, it's really identifying, targeting someone, not saying things like, it's stupid to not lock the door at night. It's pointing a finger and blaming someone for something and putting a label on someone as being a nothing in many cases, right? So, number four, you ain't going to be nothing in life. You are not going to be nothing in life, right? And there again, it's the attack again with the you language. It's another attack. Number five, or don't nobody want you or want to be with your worthless, what? Don't nobody want to be with you, right? And don't nobody want to be with somebody like you, with your worthless self. We add all kind of, adjectives and suburbs and different things to the conversation, which is something that one should be aware of. We need to take other positions and trade words, and clarify things if we really don't mean to hurt someone. But again, if you are trying to hurt someone, these are the words you will find yourself saying over and over. These may even be the words that you grew up hearing that someone said to you. And you become that parrot mimicking what you've heard and repeating it and scarring your own children even, right? Just in case your parents were the ones who was doing this kind of thing to you. Number six says, you ain't going to ever find nobody like me. You ain't never going to find nobody like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I do everything. I do everything. You do nothing. You ain't going to never, right? I mean, it's almost not cursing someone, but cursing someone like a witch, right? Setting spells on someone, because who are we to predict on what somebody's life is going to be? I mean, we don't know. So watch out for that you stuff, right? And it says, you are a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. Your mama was a loser, your daddy was a loser, and you a loser too. Oh, they're putting mama and daddy in there. That it didn't take much to start a fight back in the day. It used to be a time where people would say, knock this off my shoulder. Or somebody said, who mama wear panties, who mama don't. I don't know why somebody would want to know about somebody's mama's panties, right? I mean, but many people say, oh, you went too far. You talked about my mama's drawers, and my mama always, we would, some of y'all heard your mama on the phone talking about your mama always telling people, I got 2-3 pair of drawers to my name. So you don't want to get in the area talking about mama's panties, and who wear panties, who don't. I mean, maybe the panties was in the washing machine, but maybe that's the time she didn't wear them. Maybe they chose not to wear underwear when they go to sleep. I don't know, but it seemed to be enough to to force someone to want to knock somebody's head off over a pair of panties conversation. So watch out. All right, now we're gonna move on to the healthy and effective ways of using the U language. There are many healthy ways that one can use the U language if you are mindful of the words that come out your mouth. If you think before you speak, one will say. Okay, it says, number 8, you are a blessing to be with. You are a blessing to be with. Is a proper way to use the word U language. You are a blessing to be with. It's a pull-up, it's a compliment, it's a stroke, it's a pat on the back, it's a thank you even, it's a thank God even, that you are here and present and you're spending your precious time to be with someone else that believes or feels they're precious. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. It's a good thing when you use it in the proper form. Number 9, you make me happy you make me happy whenever we are together. You make me happy. It's giving the power to someone. It's strengthening someone. It's giving you credit for your ability that comes out good. It's like the seasoning on a nice steak or something, or some steak and eggs, right? It's the seasoning. It's like that extra something that we need to make the meal right, even. All right, number 10, you are really helpful, right? Another thing, you're helpful. It's showing appreciation. Many times we need to remember to show people and tell people we appreciate them. And these are just a few words, right? Real small, something real small can be real big. You are really helpful. You might not have a job right now, but you're willing to spend your food stamps on buying some groceries. You're willing to not be selfish. You're willing to buy something for the house, not just for yourself, right? And until you get over the hump, right? Until you get that good job, right? But you're willing to participate, and that's a good thing. Somebody's acknowledging that you're helpful, right? So there are many, many good ways, man, we can lift each other up in this thing called relationships, right? This thing called relationships. All right, number 11. You are God sent. Wow. Now, when you put God on something, we don't tell God how big our problems is. We tell our problems how big our God is. So if you put God being the big God and the big power along with what you're saying, right? That God sent you, man, it don't get no powerful than that. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. Number 12 says, we're gonna close this out. It says you really know how to cook, right? Compliment too. Now, I've often conducted groups and we talk about complimenting someone's efforts and their talents in the kitchen, right? And instead of doing something like calling home from work and your wife tells you, or your partner, or your your spouse, your old man, or whatever, tells you that they're cooking, and the food will be ready before you get home, and you come home with a bag of McDonald's food or something like that. That's an insult. That's an insult, right? Because you already know, right? We shouldn't be wasting money on something like that. It's kind of showing the person like a McDonald's. Well, it used to be maybe $1 or $1.50. I guess it might be $3, $4 now. That same 99-cent hamburger. But if you bring that home, knowing that it's not fulfilling, you bring that home in exchange for what your partner or your spouse or significant other has cooked. You bring that home, that's an insult. So we have to be worried. We got to pay attention to nonverbal communication, and you have to pay attention to the you language, right? And try to move to an area of the we language, right? The we and the I takes powerful positions. The we language is we need to start listening to each other. We need to work together. Can we work together in this setting, in this household? Can we work together to build this house into a castle? Can we? Right? Very powerful stuff. Then, on the other hand, when you're having the discussion with somebody, you also want to use the I language. The I language is also a powerful component. The I language says, I take possession of what I'm saying. You know, it's not saying someone said and everybody said, or you need to do this, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's saying, I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't like, I'm not feeling okay with what's going on. So these kind of things. So we're going to polish up more on the communication, interpersonal communication, and we're going to have other topics relating to interpersonal communication, so we can really learn how to talk to people in a proper way. We don't have to just wait to get on our toes when we're at a job, you know, and that's important too. But we will learn when we get home how to speak to someone. When we call home, how to speak to someone appropriately and not lose our head with all this you stuff. All right, that's going to be it for yours truly. With yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Hoyt, Domestic Issues Counselor. Please subscribe to my channel. Please the subscribe button. Please forward the videos to your friends and tell them to subscribe. Let's build each other up, right? And I'm going to keep at work at this, and I'm going to keep on working to get better, continue to educate myself so I can help educate you all too in areas